Ugh. You guys ever tape your mouth? Remember that video I made like 7 months ago about taping your mouth for better sleep? I still do it. I've been doing it for over a year. I just forgot I had it on. I was like just setting up like, woo, ready to go. And then I was like, oh, I have mouth tape on. I always do that too. If like I'm staying at a friend's house, or if I'm like at, like when I was over sleeping at my family's houses, when I was visiting them, I like would wake up and walk downstairs and get coffee with my mouth tape on. When you tape the reason I do it too is if when you tape your mouth shut at night when you're sleeping, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which basically activates and stimulates the rest and digest function for your body. So if you if you're like, you know, not getting sleep, or if you breathe through your mouth at night, if you're short breathing, then basically it's robbing you of your precious sleep. So I've been doing that for over a year now. I forgot I had that on. Mouth tape, check. Removed. New song, check. Oh, everything's looking so good. It's so good to be alive. It's so good to be here. I just realized too, yesterday was such a good day for me because I realized, wow, I think I might actually be in like a really, really great spot to be useful instead of just be a complete jackass. But you know what? I think that there's a lot of things that we got to cover and things that we need to update you guys on. We need to stay up to date and stay relevant. So really good things happening out here, but also some things that we need to really look at seriously, which we talked about this yesterday a little bit, and I'm only going to touch on it briefly for 1 second, guys. The truth of the matter is, we have to recognize a bunch of you guys messaged me and you wanted to talk more about how stinky your farts are. Look, guys, I don't care how stinky your farts are, okay? I'm trying to tell you right now, that's not what the conversation was about, okay? We're in, literally, this is, oops. oh, wait, yeah, let me keep this up. Have my Twitter open here. We're going to move on to some Twitter stuff in 1 second, but you guys do not need to compete with me with how stinky your farts are, okay? That's not what the conversation's about. Everyone's got stinky farts, okay? Please stop messaging me about your farts. Please stop messaging me about how stinky they are. Okay? No one cares. No one cares about that. Please get it together. Be real. At some point in time, you have to realize, like, what's really happening out here. Do people really want to hear about your stinky farts? No, they don't. They don't care. That was kind of like the joke that I was making yesterday. I'm still making it today. I'm still talking about it right now. Hope you guys are enjoying that. New intro, check. New intro looked pretty good. I can't hear the audio yet, so I haven't fixed that. I haven't fixed the feedback yet to where I get to take part in the jams. The jams are really uplifting. You guys like that new intro? The new intro to the stream jam? Good stuff. Pretty good stuff. So much happening out here that we'll have to dive right through it. First things first, I'm not a financial advisor. We have this nice mountain behind us, beautiful mountain. Here we are. Where's my warning, though? I don't think I have the warning on this scene. We're going to have to click over to... We're going to have to click over... Wait, what did I line up here? Oh, this is fine. This is fine for you guys to look at. There we go. And we'll do the warning for 1 second. This is not really a warning as much as like a... It's a warning.
I'm not a financial advisor.
I'm not the financial advisor.
And I'm not offering financial advice.
I'm just reviewing information and looking at it with you. Don't forget, smash like, smash sub, do all those things to support the channel. It means a lot. Man, good to see you guys are in the room. Cheers. Hope you guys are feeling well. I hope you guys are enjoying this whole thing, enjoying the whole event that's taking place right before your eyes as this cryptosphere lights up and picks up and moves around and does all those things. Let's just pile through this because I actually have a lot of stuff to do today, and we're going to just bop right over to this article that I think people were excited about yesterday, but I was reading this and I thought it was kind of funny, actually. I saw this on Reddit, and you could, if anybody was browsing for even 5 minutes yesterday to look at the news, they probably saw this as well. So it's not like the most deep dive research. So if anybody's like, actually doing research, this is pretty apparent. The Overstock became the first company in the nation to pay their Ohio taxes in Bitcoin. But actually, this is complete bullshit. Overstock's paying with BitPay, and they're converting their Bitcoins to USD and paying taxes in USD on their behalf for a fee. This has already existed for decades, and for other payment methods like credit cards, etc., etc. Ohio sees and knows nothing about Bitcoin. There is nothing remarkable about this, and if anything, this is a clever way for Overstock to offload Bitcoins they acquire from customers while providing good PR for Bitcoin. Also, responding after that is Jockey Maker saying, also check the same article. So if you actually read the article, this is all really apparent. They are not actually paying their income tax, but a tiny Ohio tax component. So 100% a publicity, blah, blah, a publicity piece. Overstock knows the crypto fools will market it for them. Well played, Overstock. Well played. Wow. Wow. Sometimes it's like Reddit does your work for you. You're like, whoa, 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 Reddit. Dang. Dang. Ooh. So much for your big ego. That was really quick to deflate. Let's see what else is happening out here. Quick run through. Let's just keep piling through this stuff because we don't need to waste time. Actually, I guess we could say hey to the room. We could talk about the Overstock thing for a second if you guys want. Did you guys think this was bigger than it was? Did you guys get excited about this? I see someone already talking about Swift's payment validation system. We definitely have that in the docket, so we're going to talk about that today as well. We have, again, only the most relevant stuff to talk about, and all of our time's precious. So cheers. Thank you guys for showing up. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Let's say hey to the room. The stream's kind of like in the red right now, so maybe we'll talk slowly and it won't aggravate the stream. I don't know. It says it's in the red. It says says it might be laggy for you guys. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't see what you see. I can only see the monitor that feeds it back to me. Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, Mr. Pace. Yo, Corey Ziegelman. Good morning. Hello, Miyagi. Hey, yo, Sean E. Yo, Chelly Fire. Good to see you guys. Techhead 100. Techhead, how are you? Cheers. Good to see you. Aeonist. Good deal. Mr. Pace, thanks for checking out my vlog, man. Cheers. Hope you had fun. That was a good day. What's up, Scott? What's up, Crypto? Cajun Ed Valley. I don't know. We Fly High. Hello. Aaron Villette. Prodigal. Dirk. Hello. How soon? How soon what? How soon more stinky farts? Wait around. We'll find out. Hello, KFN. Hey, what's up, David D? Snowman. Yo. What up, Snowman? Thank you so much for the support, dude. Really appreciate it. I was feeling really good yesterday because I had a couple of you guys reach out to me and actually say some things on my Patreon. Snowman, you were one of them. Thank you so much. My Patreon again is a great way to support the channel if you guys aren't into super chats, again, which is not part of the whole deal. Super chats are not necessity. This is just another way to support the channel. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your patronage. Patreon patronage check. Thank you so much. Dirk, hello. What's up, Dirk? Sophie, hello. New intro. Yes, I put that together. No big deal. Tape your mouth. What? LOL. Does it stop snoring? I don't think it does. I don't think it stops snoring. If you're snoring, usually it's because of a deviated septum and usually some type of like resonance or vibrational structure in your nasal cavity. I don't think that fixes it. Good morning. I hope maybe it does. Give it a try. Put some mouth tape. I talk to people all the time and they're like, well, I don't need to tape my mouth because I don't breathe through my mouth at night. I'm like, well, if you don't breathe through your mouth at night, then you wouldn't be bothered by taping it shut. So something that I've been doing for years. Maybe give it a go if you guys are interested in that. Cheers. And let me know, Chelly Fire. Give it a go. Tape your mouth shut. Honestly, if you're gonna give that a go, just be willing to work with yourself on it. It took me probably about a week of trying it every night and really training myself to get used to it before I could actually sleep with tape on my mouth effectively. The first night, I woke up in a panic, like, why do I have something taping my mouth shut? Oh my God, whose idea was this? It's horrible. In fact, when I put that YouTube video up on my channel like 8 months ago. I put up a video that was like, how to get better sleep, tape your mouth shut. And I had someone message me right away. They were like, my brother tried this and he died. And I laughed. It was funny because you're probably not going to really die. But the first night I did it, it was scary. I was literally like, I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, tore it off and was like, oh my God, why am I doing this to myself? So give it a go and let me know if it fixes your snoring. I hope it works out. Mr. Pace, thanks, man. You bought a box of mouth tape. All right. How'd that go? How does it work for you? Are you enjoying it? Do you still do it? Tell me everything. Good morning, G. What's up? What's up? Snowman, hello. Fix that shit, dude. Let's go. Sachin, Anthony Jackson. Yo, what's up? What up, man? I'm not a gun person, but could have played Russian roulette with all 6 chambers full last night at 9:30. That's hilarious. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I love Deer Hunter. What a good movie. Why is the proof incontestable? Well, you know, that's pretty obvious. That's pretty obvious. They would care if they were something. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up with your comments. What's the deal with Swift? We have that in the docket. We'll look at that for 1 second. What do you think about BitTorrent? They have their own coins. Will affect the price of TRX in a negative way. XRP, extra rice, please. We could look at that too. We kind of skipped over that yesterday for a minute. We were just jerking around, doing what everybody else is doing. Actually, that's not true. You know what? I saw Oz Crypto put up a tweet this yesterday night, I guess, and he was asking about who are your favorite crypto YouTubers. And I gotta say, I really appreciate all you guys that were tagging me, and also I think you guys were tagging like your top 5, like the elite top 5. I think it was like DAI, Alex Cobb, Crypto Eddie, I think was one of the ones, Jungle, and then Oz. I think those are the ones that were tagged the most other than me. And that was really cool to see because I like all those guys. So cheers. That was a good little community uplift right there. Cheers. Let's see. No, because it will be run on Tron. Yeah, so a quick little context around XRP Extra Rice says, what do you think of the BitTorrent having its own coins? I don't think that would negatively affect Tron's price. Hopefully it would positively affect Tron's price if they built it on the Tron network and if it burns Tron and et cetera, et cetera. But I did remember them having like some 990 billion issuance. So that's kind of funny. That's a lot of tokens. That's a lot of tokens, guys. Nice Hash, what's up? Cheers. It's a beautiful day here. It's honestly beautiful outside, a little bit of warmth, a little bit of sun. So it seems real sweet day to be alive. Real sweet day to be alive, I gotta say. We're looking at the 4th day. It's Friday, so cheers to you guys. I don't know what your work schedule is like. I don't know if you guys gone back to work already and you're experiencing a Friday, or if you're still on holiday. I don't know if anybody's still on holiday on the 4th. That sounds like a pretty long holiday. But either way, it's Friday out there. Hope you guys are feeling well, ready for the whackhand. Honestly, I'm a big Gary Vee guy, so I'm not gonna hype up the weekend that much. I think you guys obviously know that. You should be doing what you love. You should be enjoying every moment of your day, even if it is doing some work. You should be appreciative of that. I'm very appreciative of the jobs I have, but I'm also just appreciative of the moments I get to have time hanging out with you. So Friday, cheers, good times, great oldies. Good oldies? Good times, good oldies. Good times, great oldies? I don't know. I don't know. Neither one of those feel right. What's up? It's all good. Cheers. What's up, KFN? Hey, Lee. Hello, Stephen Miller. Hello, Gunholic. Hello, GL, Rick, XRP. Oh, hey, I said hey to you already, Extra Rice. Silhouette Park fam. What's up, everybody? Cheers. Good deal. Silhouette Park fam says, hey, team. We Fly High says, Team KFN. Put watching nonsense crypto vids in 2018. Glad to see you evolve into a more straightforward news channel. Used to give you crap, but it's crazy how much content has changed. I agree. I think that's what's kind of happening around here. Oh, my volume's low. Are you sure my volume's low? Because it looks like it's pretty high on my audio capture here. It looks like it's pretty high. That's exactly what just happened. We Fly High. It was a really good day for everyone, I think, because we're all starting to like mature and grow up, or at least some of us are. Yeah, I see you. Hey, KFN here, putting nonsense crypto vids in 2018. Yeah, totally. That's what basically is happening. The whole space needs to evolve in order for this to actually be taken seriously and for the space to move forward in a professional manner. There is a lot of things that need to mature, and that's a big thing, I think. Obviously, recognizing that we need to move past the games and the nonsense and really look at what's actually happening, and that's what we're going to try to do. We cleared the board yesterday, and we're just looking at how to be transparent and keep you guys informed, keep myself informed as well. And also we're doing more with the community, so we'll have people on the show and we'll have conversations and exchanges and et cetera, et cetera. So I really appreciate that, We Fly High. You know, I know you've been a long time viewer. I've seen you around for a long time, and I know I recently just modded you because you have been consistently pretty swell feller. So cheers, I appreciate it, man. Norman Crypto says, whoa, can you stop the snoring by taping a mouth and your nose? Yes, but you better be able to breathe through your ears like a fish or like Aquaman. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think that's, hopefully you can hear the fish noises. Volume is low. I don't know if I just reread that or if it's a new comment. Yo, what's up, Notorious? Thank you so much for showing up. Yo, Crypto SB, good to see you guys. Notorious XRP and Crypto SB are both YouTubers as well, so go check out their channels. In fact, they should probably be in that top 5. I might have to lose my top 5 spot to one of them because they're just that good. They're just that good. Crypto SB, I was watching last night. Honestly, solid stuff. He was doing he showed a little bit of Steven Chip, I think, has a new channel as well. It's like the XRP Minute. So a couple of those guys were playing around last night, and I watched them for a second. Really good to see you guys. Notorious, always dropping good vids. Crypto SB doing some charts. So cheers. Good stuff. Let's see. Crypto Eddie is your favorite? Dude, Crypto Eddie's the best. She's awesome. I really like her. And she does a good job, too, just like giving us a new perspective on the other side of the world. And you know what, guys? I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna say anything today. I thought about it and I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. But pretty much buying a ticket to Japan. I probably won't see Crypto Eddie, but I'm definitely gonna go to Japan. I've been working really hard recently, and I haven't been around the channel as much, but I've been busting my arse. And I have some things to show for it. And so I'm gonna take a little self-love vacay. So I'm going to hit up Japan. I'm going to buy a ticket and probably be bouncing over there sometime soon just to check it out. And of course, I'll be doing some vlogs, and maybe I'll do some videos and see what's up with crypto, etc. I'm not going to obviously be stomping on Crypto Eddie's toes because she's the best, and I'm only going to be over there for a minute just to check it out. I thought about just going for like a week or something. So cheers. Keep that up. Keep that in mind. We'll see what happens with that. Good morning. Mike Too Low says Mike Smith. Mike. The mic is Mike. Someone else is saying volume good, audio perfect. And when I look at my audio meter, it looks like the audio is right at the threshold of clipping into the red. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you might need to turn your volume up on the knob. That's right. It might be on your end. Yo, smash the like button. Hello, Benjamin Moss. Hello, KFN fam. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. I'm really appreciative of the fact that we already covered this Overstock article so quickly. Trash. Overstock really poppin' news? No, it's only for the fools. That's what it says right here. It says 100% publicity piece. Overstock knows the crypto fools will market it for them. That's what a lot of this is. That's what a lot of is interesting to look at, is like, who's really the fool that's marketing this for them? Like, do they read the articles? I don't know. I haven't watched anybody talk about it, but I heard someone was mentioning it, and I thought that seemed kind of like a good time just to kind of chime in. I know it's yesterday, 15 hours ago, but apparently we should maybe read the articles before we talk about them. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. That seems legit. No big deal, though. No big deal. You do you. You do you, I'll do me. You do you, I'll do me. Good times. TRX XRP pair goes live in Taiwan exchange BitTrue 1 minute ago. And then there's a rocket ship taking off. So I feel like this is obviously a guarantee for something. I'm not sure if it's a guarantee for like hundreds of dollars in the price of XRP, or if it's a guarantee that they decided to paste a rocket ship as their image. I'm not sure which one it means. I could go either way on this one. I'm pretty sure it's just a picture of a rocket ship, but just in case, let's hit that moon key. Man, sometimes like the comedic effect of my timing does not work if the keys don't work. XRP moon! Cheers. Hey, KFN fam. I agree. Eddie's awesome. Yo, what's up? Smash the likes. I'll be happy with $1. I lived in Japan for 10 years. It's awesome, but a little expensive. Sounds perfect. Cheers. Let's see here. Crypto Eddie is efficient, news focused with some lighthearted fluff at the end. No begging, no giveaway. No giveaways, no begging to manipulate the community. Man, you're right. That's another thing she definitely doesn't do. That's another thing she definitely doesn't do. Cheers. I appreciate that. Let's see. What else are you guys chatting about? You guys care about this at all? Let's see. Pair goes live. Taiwanese exchange. BitTrue. KFN new premiere today. Cool, man. Very cool. Notorious says he's got a new video going up today. Let's see. Will backed opening up cause a bull run? That's a good question. That's something that I was actually thinking about as well. Will backed opening up cause a bull run, or is that just another kind of like mirage on the horizon? And honestly, only time will tell. We don't really know what's happening with that. And I think I've seen a lot of people speculate that that's going to be a really big thing. Like, oh yeah, once back comes through and once the SEC decides, then we're just going to have a massive catalyst overnight. And I don't know, I'm kind of hopeful for that idea, obviously, because we all have some some horses in the race, I guess you could say. But it's hard for me to kind of take that seriously unless there's like some kind of massive global conspiracy to like switch over, which we have speculated about in the past. But if you really look at the technology, and one of the things I've been thinking about honestly recently is the fact that we might be underappreciating Bitcoin. I'm going to kick back and talk about this for a second. And then we have some of the things that people were asking about on Twitter that need to be addressed as well. Yeah, I was thinking last night a lot about what's really happening with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin doesn't really offer a lot of solutions on its own, but we do talk about the ILP a lot. So the Interledger Protocol, which again is probably the most integral part to this whole thing, is again the protocol layer that allows the interoperability of most of these cryptos to work. So I was realizing that Bitcoin itself might actually require, like it might require XRP. It might require XRP for liquidity, but then that might be a situation that creates a lot of potential for Bitcoin. So if I was ever like doubting Bitcoin before in the past publicly on the channel, I'm starting to feel like I'm switching my cards. I'm going to turn my cards the other way. I'm thinking that Bitcoin might actually have a lot of use cases with the ILP, which basically means that Bitcoin's utility is going to be paired to XRP directly with the ILP. And we've covered this before in the past. We've looked at this casually in the past, talking about basically the turtle that is BTC. And then if you remember the memes I made, the little image I made basically was like a turtle sliding on the slip and slide. So I realized the other day, talking to a couple of my friends in real life and talking to some of you guys off the stream, I realized like one of the biggest things I have to offer you is my technical knowledge. Like I can hype up some shit if you guys want, but in the reality, I think most of you that are sticking around right now are the people that actually want to know, like the intelligent people that want to actually be part of the real conversation. So the fact that we have 100 people in here interested in this real shit is super awesome to me. Cheers. I really appreciate you guys. And 100 people that are interested in the real conversations better than 1 million people that are just looking at, whatever. I have no idea what they're looking at. But I thought about this, throwing back to the Andreas Antonopoulos talks I used to watch millions of years ago. 6 months in crypto feels like 1 million years ago. Andreas Antonopoulos talks about the cycles of the market, and you can see that when the prices are up, people run to the market. They're like, yo, I love crypto. I'm all about technology. And they're like, you've seen that meme where he's like all about technology and he's wearing gold chains. That's how it's kind of funny, because as soon as crypto runs up in price, everybody's interested all of a sudden. But when crypto's down in like in a year bear market, all of a sudden people lose interest. And the only way they don't lose interest is if they're like somehow falling into some kind of delusional circle jerk where they're like still holding on to like a month change for price, which is crazy in itself. But again, not my place to take that away from anyone. So I really respect and appreciate the fact that if you are still here right now in this bear market, then it means a whole lot that you're interested in the real conversation, especially if you're not interested in the hype of what the basically the dreams of yesteryear. That's what we're going to call them, the dreams of yesteryear. If we didn't wake up and grow up and mature at all from what's been happening in the last year, then we haven't learned a gosh darn thing. And that's up to each individual to learn and to grow and to be part of the conversation and maybe educate themselves somewhat, especially if you have an audience. If you have an audience and you're not actually like learning and reading articles and growing, and then that's weird, because you're going to wake up one day and you're just going to be kind of like lagooned. In fact, that's like, YouTubers need to be careful to not become like the private databases that we're taking apart with crypto. Crypto is about interoperability. It's about use together in the community. And it's also about no single point of failure. So if you have single points of failure, or if you're too isolated, like if you're insular and you're just living in your own little bubble, that's a form of centralization. And that usually is what causes security vulnerabilities as well. So looking at the security vulnerabilities of YouTubers, to me, that means that they need to do their research and actually read something, maybe read a book. And honestly, I'm not trying to throw shade at anyone, because there's a lot of people out here that are really intelligent, and I love and being part of that community. I watched Zoo last night, and they had a crypto bird dog on, and they were just going ham, having a good time, just chatting it up. And there's obviously different degrees of information, different degrees of education for this technology. So definitely do not be ashamed. The only thing you should be ashamed of is if you're not interested in learning. If you're just interested in, I don't even know what you would be interested in other than learning right now. It seems really apparent. It seems really self-explaining what's happening out here. So yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. David, you're right. 100 smart viewers is better than 500 lemmings. And I think throwing back to We Fly High, saying something about, we're all really ready to mature. So the whole space needs to kind of mature and grow up and start looking at what's really happening and be part of the conversation. And I think that's something that we've been maybe kind of doing wrong on my channel. I'll take full responsibility for that. We have not been talking about the whole network as much as we've just been highlighting XRP. Now today I did want to talk about XRP price for 1 second. I just want to talk about the possibility of hitting $5 as our next benchmark. So before I talk about anything else, like maybe I'll make some edits and they'll go up later. That'll be like, maybe I'll make some edits next week that say $10 or something. I don't know. And I saw Oz did a $10 video, and I like it. I think he's great. He's a good content creator. But I'm putting up this video. Where did I put it as the title? I think I put it like $5. Let's see. How XRP, Ripple XRP, how $5 is the new goal. So the goal for me really right now is just to find that new all-time high. So we got to make it past $5 for me to start entertaining anything else. And that's what I'm going to do publicly for sure. Maybe in private if we want to talk about something else, or maybe if I do like a co-stream with someone, we can bounce other ideas around. But for right now, looking at $5 XRP is a big thing. We need to break all-time high and stabilize above our all-time high. So that's a big call out. And then thinking about Bitcoin itself being so integral. In fact, we have not even looked at we did a poll, and apparently people really, really like CoinMarketCap still. They think CoinMarketCap still is the best around. So I thought I saw that. Where is this? I saw this. I saw people talking about CoinMarketCap throwing shade. So I put up a poll on Twitter that was like, "Who's your favorite?" CoinMarketCap came in number 1. Everybody still likes to reference CoinMarketCap, but I did see Crypto Eddie put up a tweet saying that she's going to move over to using Forbes Crypto because XRP is number 2. I thought, you know what? I like Crypto Eddie a lot. I'm going to follow her. I'm going to follow her lead because she's a badass, and I'm going to use Forbes Crypto too. So we put up a tweet talking about the popularity of the different price websites or whatever, and CoinMarketCap still came out on top, even though they have weird data presented, weird metrics. But XRP in number 2 spot on Forbes Crypto. So we're going to put that up and look at it there. Also recognizing, I think we just kind of mumbled off or trailed off, but our conversation was kind of focused a second ago on the fact that Bitcoin might have a solution for their liquidity issues with XRP. So looking at Bitcoin and XRP really kind of maybe working together for this new crypto global liquidity solution. And especially looking at the ILP as the big thing that I think people are really under mentioning here. And what does that mean, especially if you look at the price of XRP right now and the price of Bitcoin right now, and if you're calling out for something bigger than $5, I love to have a conversation, like a real conversation with you about how that's going to happen without Bitcoin's run up as well. So if Bitcoin doesn't have the support to move up to 20K and it takes the rest of the market with it, like a tent pole in the middle, pulling it up like a circus tent, if that doesn't happen, then I don't know how we would expect anything to happen other than it would take a lot more. It would take a lot more push to get XRP up that high. So good questions. Good cheers. Cheers. I appreciate you. Let's see what's happening in the comments over here. BTC's resilient store of value. Take it for what it is. Prodigal says the only proof of work coin I will ever own is BTC. Crypto SB even says don't sleep on BTC or BCH. I'm also kind of a big BCH guy, but the whole Bitcoin Cash civil war kind of left me a little bit like, I'm not sure. I do like Bitcoin Cash, obviously, more than Bitcoin SV. And where'd Bitcoin SV go? They're just like gone? Are they not even on the Forbes list? Weird. I haven't looked at this one for Bitcoin SV, so I don't know. Bitcoin Cash does have like microtransaction efficiency, but that's kind of getting a little bit more into the nerdy stuff of it. So let's move on to the next news. There's some other stuff in the docket we got to kick up. We got to kick it out. What's up, Larry, Las Vegas? What's up, Kickboy? Cheers. What's going on, everyone? Let's see. I think everyone should have at least 0.1 BTC. That's true. You know, that's true. I think that's a big thing to have just a little bit. Cheers. I appreciate you. Ed Valley says, love your tech talks. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Afrat Ali says, hey, do you guys see price going down further? They have been sporadic last few days. So right now, I think we can see, especially if you look at the 7-day graph, the graph on XRP is just right mimicking Bitcoin, straight out mimicking it. Because it's being pulled up and down by Bitcoin. So the fact that 96% of the Bitcoin is held by like 3% of the wallet holders, it basically means that there's like some massive whales that have a lot of potential to, you know, tank the market, which could again affect every other coin price. So the same old. It's the same thing that's been happening for a long time. Again, looking at like the exchanges kind of looking to clean up their metrics and to launch that. The approval of the NYSE and ICE and BAC and all that stuff really means to clean up the metrics and clean up the reported exchange information, and also maybe be a little more resilient to some of those tipping points. I think the whale tipping point, I'll call it. So that's a good question. No one really knows. If Bitcoin goes down, it definitely will take XRP with it. David D says, how about my request for an NWA hotkey? Don't believe the hype. Nice, dude. Nice. I like that. I'll have to put that together for you. I don't know if I'll do it today, but I'll get that very soon. Cheers. Okay, I'm going to come back to you guys in a second. I had something else that was pertinent. Is it percolating? Logs. Let's see. We just looked at this TRX XRP pair. Oh, this is what was on the docket, not moon keys. Ripple to face tough competition, says CoinGape. So CoinGape came out with this 8 hours ago. Swift Payment launches trial for payment validation system. Again, I didn't put this in the title of the headline because I just thought we should look at it before we cover it too extensively with the headline of the video. But the blockchain efforts to overtake Swift have been going well, I would say. I think that they're doing a good job, but Swift Payment replies to competition with their own blockchain company. So the international payment Swift is no doubt feeling pressure, obviously. And in early December, they announced the launch of integrated payment validation, which appears as the firm's approach to compete with fintechs and emerging blockchain solutions. So this word right here is called, this is fintechs. This is like a sector of the industry focused on financial technology is what that means. So maybe, it was really painful watching you not know what that was. Good luck with life. Fintechs. Holy fark. That's a big thing. Wow. So approach to compete with fintechs and emerging blockchain solution companies. There's so much telling about watching YouTubers stream. It's like so apparent how much they know or what they're really doing. And I love trolling as well. Like I love, saying things out of the side of my mouth, talking about love and then talking shit in the same sentence. It's always good. It's always fun. I appreciate when people do that. It shows your true colors, friend. Shows your true colors. I'm Batman. So if you think that this looks scary for XRP, I would say it just basically is a big pat on the back for them. It basically, I mean, if you're developing technology to challenge your competitor and they don't do something about it, then you probably were never a threat to begin with. That's probably what that means. So yeah, Swift payment replies. They better reply. They better figure that out real freaking quick. And like by yesterday. I mean quick by like yesterday, not quick like I hope they figure it out next year. I don't know if I can even take this seriously. It's like whenever Facebook decides to Facebook makes an announcement tomorrow. We're going to launch our own crypto. Yeah, really? Are you going to build it from the ground up? Are you going to pick a white paper? Are you going to write your white paper today and hopefully you finish it tomorrow? Like, holy snap. Holy snap. The thing about Swift, though, to take them seriously, to put some real serious spin on this, Swift does already have the network together. So basically, they already have their consumer network probably like ready to onboard for new technology. The big thing for them is, the problem for them is that the technology needs to actually be ready. So they could like onboard their current users, their current network onto technology as soon as it's actually ready, as soon as it's actually finished. So that's probably with a bigger question about that. And this is what I thought was really fun to look at. Ripple XRP price in 10 years. I know we said we're going to focus on $5 first, because obviously $5 is the important thing we should be looking at instead of thinking about any other price in any other month. We should recognize we probably need to hit $1 and then $2 and then $3, and then we can probably think about $5. And once we hit $5, then we can talk about all the other prices that anybody else wants to talk about, and we can take it seriously. So the real question of this price prediction, I'm going to go ahead and just cover this article in case you stumble on it on your own. So Ripple XRP price prediction in 10 years. They don't even put XRP in the title. They just put Ripple price prediction in 10 years. Like spam Ethereum? I mean, smart Ethereum? What are you doing? The best part is that if you just want to skip through the article, because people have been smacking their lips and running their gums up and down all day about this XRP $500 coin price. People talking about $1,000 like tomorrow. This is calling out for $200, $300 range in 10 years. So talking $200 to $300 range in 10 years. And that's something that I would actually think sounds almost believable if you especially put the time frame that far out. I know we've had a lot of bigger price predictions out there, and I know that 10 years is a long time, so anything could happen. I think actually was chatting with Love for Crypto last night, who himself has made a little bit higher of a prediction, but I think he also has put that benchmark pretty far off, maybe even 10 years as well for his call. So looking at like the 10-year mark for any real big expectations. So if you're thinking like, oh man, I'm really excited about the short-term gain, maybe reconsider like getting a new job or like figuring out how to manage your finances, like stabilize your finances and figure out that stuff, because that's really integral. If you want to be successful, successful, you should probably manage your finances now. You should probably balance your checkbook now. If you don't have a balanced checkbook right now and you're thinking that a bunch more money is going to help you, I don't think it will. I think that you should be able to manage and stabilize and balance your checkbook right now at whatever income socioeconomic bracket you're at. And then if these speculative investments take off, you have a better balanced checkbook. You have a better relationship to your finances. You have a better way to actually take part in your gains instead of probably falling back into the same negative cycle of overspending. Because a lot of people, let's face it, a lot of people in especially in the Americas, they are getting hooked all the time by the consumerism focused of like keeping up with the Joneses. You know, like oh, I gotta buy this new car, I gotta buy this new house, I gotta buy this new shirt, this new super expensive thread, I gotta flash my bling, etc., etc. And that's a good way to, like, one of my favorite quotes, throwing back to another Gary V quote. I love that guy, and sometimes he's a little bit of a shill for himself, and sometimes he's a little bit of a hyper, but you gotta take everybody's stuff with a grain of salt. He always says the quickest way to not own the Porsche company is to buy a Porsche. And I think that's a really smart saying, and I think it's kind of funny. Like, the quickest way to not be a partner or a part owner of the Porsche company is to buy a Porsche. And so that really kind of, to me, speaks volumes as to like what's your focus and what's your intent and where do you want to go. Do you want to drive a Porsche because it looks flashy? Do you want to have a bunch of people screaming your name to support you because you are a narcissistic, egocentric fool? Or do you actually want to look at how to better yourself and be a better person and know how to be in a good spot in like a year or maybe 2 years or maybe whatever your trajectory is for your success, and self-defining your success, not letting other people define your success for you is a big part of that too. You don't need to drive a Porsche to impress people that you don't even like. Why do you care what they think if you don't even like them? Big things to think about. You're like, and why do you want what other people want? I mean, especially that's actually a better point. If you don't want what other people want, why do you care what they think about it? Like, don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Think about yourself. Focus on yourself. And that's a big way to recognize, like, to make self-improvements, you really got to focus on yourself and think about what you want. So don't let the world tell you what success is, and don't let the world tell you what is going to make you happy. If you think $300 XRP and all the money in the world is going to make you happy, maybe figure out how to be happy right now, and maybe figure out how to balance your checkbook right now, and then be part of the conversation as to how would this actually happen. How would a token go from 36 cents to $300? Why would it go up that much? What's integral to the network? And that's actually one of the things that I thought was really awesome about some of the comments I saw the other day. Whoa, Robert Lee, thank you so much. Dude, whoa. Lurking in the back over there, Robert. Thank you so much, dude. Whoa, what a huge, massive super chat, dude. Cheers. Robert Lee, OG in the space, man. Cheers. Thank you so much, man. That was a big surprise. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, man, I've been thinking about turning my super chats off, and I was just like about to do that today, but cheers, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to hit a hotkey. I'm going to hit a hotkey for you. I'm going to hit a honky for everyone. Thank you so much. R. Lee, you're the man. You know what's really funny too is there's a really famous street in Austin, Robert E. Lee, and I'm always driving up and down it. I always think about you, bro. I hope you're doing well, man. Hope life's good. Hope fam's good. Hope things are popping off for you. Let's hit this investor blast off hotkey. Cheers. Woo! That's a good hotkey. That hotkey just gets me going. So this article, we were just piling through this article and I kind of fell off onto a rant. This again is just kind of like one of those articles that I'm just going to bring up for a moment just to clear it off the docket so that you guys kind of know where we're at on the channel. Again, like the video title says, I'm really focused on us getting to just past our all-time high. Then we can entertain any other conversation that we have. Again, we have analysts putting up prices like 10 or 15 by end of year. And I'd like to have Oz Crypto on the show. We'll talk about $10 and what he thinks about that. And I really like that guy and I respect his opinion. So that'll be something fun to do. And also we have Love for Crypto coming on. We'll talk about some of his videos and what he's been putting out. I also have some upcoming scheduled events with the Zoo. So I'll be on the Zoo's channel actually on the 7th as well, chatting them up. So thinking about this article, realistic Ripple price predictions, realistic XRP predictions. I just thought I had to pull this up because it does talk about these $100 price ranges in 10 years, not in 2 months. So 10 years, looking at hundreds of dollars per XRP. I can kind of safely say that seems a little bit more like a conversation I'd be part of. So cheers. I really appreciate you guys being open to kind of being part of a real conversation, being part of like the actual exchange of information that we're all here for. And that means a lot. I think that means a lot. Let's see, there's another thing. Let me just put this mountain up for a second. And we covered this, Swift payment replies. So hopefully, yes, Swift payment replies. Let's see, we have... we covered this, TRX XRP pair goes live as well. That was, someone asked about the BitTorrent network. We'll look at that for a second. So the BitTorrent BTT coin, I think, is what they called it. The BitTorrent network launched its own cryptocurrency. And I think we covered it briefly yesterday for a minute. But they also recently lost their CEO. That's kind of interesting to look at. So we'll talk about that for a second. And let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, another big thing also is talking about Ethereum and what's going on with them. There's a couple other things that Ethereum's been kind of putting on their, they're like getting some hype, I think. Oh, that's what it was. Coinbase. I don't know if you guys all jumped off Coinbase, but I still get emails from them. And let me see if I can find it. It might be on my phone. You guys just have to take my word for it. Coinbase emailed me and they said, here's all the reasons Ethereum's gonna be great. I was like, wait, what? They basically are like hyping up Ethereum. You think that maybe they have a bunch of that or something? Let's see. Yeah, very brief primer on Ethereum. So Coinbase emailed me 2 days ago, and the email says, "What's the big deal about Ethereum?" Question mark. And it runs through this list of Ethereum makes it possible to code money, create cryptocurrencies of your own, pay for things, create magic swords, run apps, etc. So I was really, I was recognizing that that's interesting to notice Coinbase hyping up some Ethereum for a second. I was like, wow, no shame, no shame. Got stuck there. Coming back. All right. So BitTorrent, the question about BitTorrent and their new coin they launched. Also, BitTorrent loses the recent CEO. So big changes for them. Long-term executive and recent CEO Rogelio Choi left the company just 6 months after its acquisition by blockchain entrepreneur Justin Sun. So they also decided to double down and launch their own coin. The big question really is how the ecosystem functions. So looking at how does the BitTorrent token work in relation to TRX before everyone gets super excited about this and buys all these tokens up. I think that we would have to understand the ecosystem better. And again, I haven't found a lot about that. I haven't found too much that breaks down the ecosystem specifically. So BitTorrent launching their own cryptocurrency, BTT, BitTorrent coin, is gonna be hinged up on two things. One, is it going to force the use of the TRX token by using the BTT token? Two, is it going to be, is there going to be a use of the token for the network? Like, in order to use the network, do you need to use the token, or is there ways to use it without the token? So that'll again be interesting to look at. And I, again, just referencing like what I just said, there's not a lot of information about how the ecosystem for that works. There's just a lot of kind of catchphrases and a lot of hype. You know, Justin Sun and Jed McCaleb are kind of throwing shit at each other right now because of their recent interviews. Jed called TRX trash, and I think Jed responded and said, Jed called TRX trash, and then Justin Sun responded and said, "We have more transactions in the last day than you have in the last week or something." So that was kind of funny to look at. I was like, wow, throwing some shad down. And let's see here, one more thing. Let's check the XRP charts for a second. The ledger payment volume is down. So, I mean, I don't remember if it was like 3 or 4 days ago we started talking about looking at the difference between XRP trade volume and XRP ledger payment volume. So if you go to XRP charts, it looks like the ledger payment volume is back down to its normal-ish amount, which is like about half of the trade volume. So what happened there? What was the payment volume spike from? Was there something happening on the ledger? Big questions that we don't really know. So cheers. Good stuff. I'm going to catch up with some of your... Actually, no, I'm going to come back to your comments in 1 second. Actually, no, let's just read your comments. It's already 50 minutes in. I have some comments on some videos. I posted some videos the last week or so that people made some really good comments on, and talking about how will the network work and how will the value come through. And I think that that's something that I want to look at. Oh, that was something else. I promised someone on Twitter that we would talk about why XRP is more efficient to settle stocks. So this guy, XRP Rocks, says, please, can somebody explain to me what the advantages of buying tokenized stocks instead of just buying it with a normal broker? And I said, I'll explain this tomorrow on stream. So basically the concept here as to why it's more efficient, if you think about like the bond market, each bond issuance costs so much. Like there's a specific barrier of costs for entry in the bond market or in the stock market because of the bureaucratic system, all the red tape, all the paperwork, all the manpower and physical hours that need to go into the issuance and creation of a bond. Now, if all of this is automated, if all this is put on the blockchain, if all this is settled on the blockchain, then basically we're talking about hyper efficiency. So no longer will bonds necessarily need to be as expensive to produce. So basically looking at cutting the man hours and looking at cutting the labor, it's kind of like if you look at like Uber and Lyft, their long-term project plan is to move to automated drivers, right? And that basically is good in the long term for any user because that means you're not paying your goofy Lyft driver or Uber driver to drive you around. So really looking at automation, making it cheaper for the consumer in a lot of different industries, And this is why XRP, settling things on XRP will be really efficient. Settling things on any hyper efficient, cost efficient, energy efficient transaction layer like XRPL would be a benefit because you can cut down on the cost of issuance. So the cost of issuing a bond or the man hours and the labor going into issuing all these bonds is minimized drastically down to even like maybe 1 or 2% of the original expected requirement. So thinking about this is obviously going to be how we can expect more value to arrive in the network. So I hope I explained that well. I can do a video more extensively covering this stuff, but basically looking at the removal of all the unnecessary layers that take up so much energy and time. This is why it'll be more efficient to tokenize these things. It'll allow a lower barrier of entry for people to buy bonds for cheaper amounts. So you can buy a cheaper bond or even buy a portion of a bond. So instead of before when you had to just worry about the encapsulated one bond and thinking about the paperwork and labor for that one, you can actually have like micro shares of bonds. And that's a big thing that no one's talking about that I'm probably gonna do a video about, but probably because I have some mad lurkers, hopefully they'll learn a little bit from this and maybe they'll think about it and maybe they'll try to make a video too. Cheers, thinking about the ability to break up these into like micro transactions, micro shares of bonds, micro shares of purchases of stocks, etc. Like things like that are really big. In fact, the reason that you can buy like $10 worth of Bitcoin or $10 worth of Bitcoin when Bitcoin's thousands of dollars, or you can't really buy pennies worth of XRP, but you can buy like drops worth once maybe when the price goes up, etc. So thinking about changing the barrier of entry and allowing micro shares of things like stocks, real estate, etc. Big stuff right there. So I'm going to catch up with some of your comments in stream. What's going on with you guys? OMG, when is Love for Crypto on? Him and I were just talking last night, so we'll have to schedule a time to set that up. We're obviously in different time zones in different parts of the world, so we'll figure that out though. Crypto Dave, I appreciate your excitement. I'm sure Love for Crypto is appreciative of your excitement as well. Let's see. Hello, Larry Vegas says, Pate, hello. Ether Fork coming up. Hello. What's up? Cambo. I saw on the screen he didn't address. Make sure you hit the like button. Cheers. Thank you, guys. What do you think if your cat vomits? I don't really know. I think maybe he ate too much of his own hair. Maybe he licked his own hair too much. I don't know. Backed was delayed. Does anyone know the release date? I think that honestly the back delay thing is just going to be continual. I know that people said January and then January got moved to February, and then I think it's just kind of open. I think it's just open out there and we don't really know. So I'll look at that maybe and see if I can find a definite answer for that. Yeah, Ed Valley says yet to be determined. So Coinbase is just telling you the truth. Snowman, you're right. Snowman's right. There's a lot of utility in Ethereum, and especially because of their switch to proof of stake. Again, POS or proof of stake is a big algorithm change for them, and I'm excited about that. Again, recognizing that if you got into Ethereum at $86, you've already seen about 100% return. And that was only like 2-3 weeks ago. So 2 or 3 weeks, you could have 100% return inside of Ethereum if you would have gotten in at that $86. And I was in the middle of a move and wasn't playing around with calling stuff out to you guys. But it was a good time to buy. It was a good time to buy. Anytime the market's this far down, it's a good time to buy. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. You guys know that. Yeah, it's all about being able to buy fractions of those things. Totally. It's about fractions of those things. Cheers. Yeah, it's big for people that can't buy a full share of stock. Yeah, like if you can't buy a full, Amazon stock, or you can't buy a full Google or Apple stock or whatever, the tokenization of those will be big, because tokenization of those systems will allow for micro purchases. You could buy small shares of those stocks. So I think that's really big. Yeah, that's a good question as well. Thinking about, thinking about what that means if they would set a benchmark for those. I don't know. I don't know what they would do. That's up to them, really, if they would create like a barrier of entry for those, or if they would open it up to the full micro sharing, micro purchasing. That's a good question. Whoa, man, I cannot believe it's already 58 minutes in. I was really trying to do a 30-minute stream today. Really trying to hit that 30 minutes. And we went a little bit over. So cheers. Let's see what we ran through today. Let's do a little overview. Overstock, not big news. It's just kind of like some weird hype that people are excited about. Swift trial, new payment system competing with fintechs and emerging blockchain solutions. I hope they're competing. I hope they're trying to keep up and stay relevant, or else they've given up. Hopefully they don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You can do it. It's never too late to be better. It's never too late to start learning and to recognize what's really happening out here. The space is maturing, and time to learn and take it to the bank. I don't know. I'm explaining the advantage of buying tokenized stocks. So tokenization, again, creating hyper efficiency, allowing for lower barrier of entry. I think that's pretty big. And again, this hyper price prediction thing that's going on out here in the community, looking at that price prediction is maybe feasible if you think about a 5 or 10 year range. Again, if you're thinking about this month, if you're thinking about next month, if you're thinking about 2 months from now, I would say definitely, let's just go ahead and champion and cheerlead the idea. What does the video say? $5. How is $5 the new goal? Because that's above the all-time high. So we didn't really talk about. Whoa, that was a big hiccup. That was a big slam. Welcome back. All right, the stream crashed there for a second, it looks like, and it's weird whenever the stream crashes right as I'm leaving. It's like it feels like I just didn't get to complete the thought or whatever. So it's always weird when you're about to say bye and the stream crashes and you're like, wait, I wanted to say bye. Okay, so the stream fell off. It had a crash, but we were just about to bounce out of here anyway. So I really appreciate you guys. It means so much. Means so much to have your support, and it also means so much just to see you guys are still here in the conversation in this really integral time. Cheers for staying up to date. Cheers for being informed. I really appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. See you then. It feels weird saying bye after I just came back, but cheers, guys. I really appreciate it. Be safe. Stay strong. Drink water, do something positive for yourself. Remember, stop living by other people's definition of success. Define your success, find what works, balance your checkbook, and have a great freaking day. Cheers. Till I see you next time. Oh, and thank you, Rob Lee, so much. I appreciate it for the super chat. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Cheers, guys. Have a great day.
No. No.